Nobody is perfect. Heart-touching motivational story about self-worth. There once lived a young woman named Lily who was always her own harshest critic. Every time she looked in the mirror, she saw flaws, a small scar on her cheek, a few pounds she wished she could lose, and eyes that she thought were too ordinary. She compared herself to everyone around her co-workers, her friends, the people she saw online. And no matter what she achieved, she always felt not enough. One day, Lily's grandmother invited her to the countryside for a few days. Her grandmother was an artist, an old woman with gentle eyes and hands that still painted even though they trembled with age. On Lily's first morning there, her grandmother took her out to the garden and asked her to help water the plants. She handed Lily 2 pots. One pot was perfect, shiny, smooth, and new. The other was cracked down the side, patched clumsily with string and glue. Lily hesitated. "Grandma, why don't you just throw this old one away?" "It's broken," she said, pointing to the cracked pot. Her grandmother smiled kindly. "Just use it anyway, sweetheart." So Lily filled both pots with water and carried them down the path to the garden. When they reached the end, the perfect pot was still full, but the cracked pot had leaked nearly half its water. "This one is useless," Lily sighed. Her grandmother said nothing. The next morning, she asked Lily to look carefully along the path. Lily noticed something she hadn't seen before: beautiful flowers blooming along only one side of the walkway. Her grandmother smiled again. "I planted seeds there months ago. The cracked pot watered them every day. Without it, these flowers would never have grown." Lily's eyes widened as she realized the meaning. Her grandmother turned to her and said softly, "My dear, we're all like that pot. We all have cracks, scars, and imperfections. But those flaws don't make us worthless. They make us useful in ways we can't always see." Those words touched Lily's heart deeply. For the first time, she looked at herself differently. She thought about all the times she had helped others, comforted friends, worked hard through pain, even when she didn't feel perfect. Maybe her cracks were what made her human, what made her kind. When she returned home, she stopped chasing perfection. She started celebrating small wins, a genuine smile, a good conversation, a day well lived. She began to realize that her worth didn't come from her looks, her job, or other people's opinions. It came from who she was inside.
Months later, Lily shared her grandmother's story with others: co-workers who struggled with self-esteem, friends who felt broken, and even strangers online. The story spread quickly because everyone could relate. We all wear invisible cracks, mistakes, regrets, insecurities, but those are the things that make us real. No one is perfect, and that's perfectly okay.
So whenever you doubt yourself, remember Lily's cracked pot. Don't hide your imperfections. Embrace them. They tell your story. They shape your heart. And often, they're the reason you can bring light to someone else's path. You don't have to be flawless to be worthy. You just have to be you. Because real beauty isn't found in perfection. It's found in authenticity, compassion, and courage. Moral of the story: your imperfections are not your weaknesses. They are your strength, your uniqueness, your purpose. Nobody is perfect. And that's what makes us all beautifully human.